Peace, peace, y'all. It's your girl B from B&ROSE here. Pray that you all are in good health, good mind space, good spirits on this beautiful evening, morning, night. Whenever you're seeing this message is the right time. And again, I pray that you all are in good health, good mind space, good spirits. So I'm here to do a collective energy reading check-in just to kind of see where the energy is moving currently for us all. This space, the B&ROSE Vision YouTube, has been reactivated to support the B&ROSE Vision core values, which is relationship to self, art, intuition, reverie, create beauty, walk heavy, all that beautiful, expansive stuff. So tarot for me is about awareness. It's more about awareness than it is about predictive answers. I read from the I mind. So the messages shared in this space are more focused on the collective and what the collective energy, what energies the collective may be dealing with at this current moment, more than it is about outside energies. However, if you're familiar with tarot, then you know energy steps how it wants to step, and we'll address those messages as they come up. All right. So, as I'm here, I also wanted to say these messages are raw. I'm burning some Palo Santo here just to kind of clear my energy, center myself, and tap into that collective energy. But these messages are, these videos, these collective messages are raw, as I'm still learning the YouTube streets with video editing and I don't know if I want to call it production or, or what it is, audio and visual, in this, navigating it in this space, and how it would enhance the B&ROSE vision. Then I am pretty much uploading these videos and these messages as they are. I didn't want to let my lack of experience in certain areas deter me from getting the message out, from building this space, building community, and being able to connect with you all, with the collective. All right. So I did do a pre-shuffle, but I'm going to shuffle the deck once more. I am using the standard Rider-Waite via the Witchy Cauldron. And as this community grows, then I may introduce other decks, but right now I think this is best for our mood, for our current world space, and supporting B&ROSE vision. All right, so I'm doing the shuffle. Just gonna say a quick prayer. All praise is due to the Most High, divine righteous light, keepers of the divine golden righteous light. Myself, the collective, we come to you asking for the strongest messages. Let your messages be clear. Let your messengers be clear. We thank you now for all that you've done, all that you will do, all that you're currently doing in this moment for our highest good. Yours exist, so shall they be. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what we got. Drop a message in the comments below, just letting me know where you're viewing this message, what part of the world you are. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you're cold, okay? That's what we're facing here. So let me know where you're from, where you're checking in from. And as this space grows, stick around, you'll get to see what it can become, okay? All right, so first card out, we have Five of Cups. Five of Cups. The fives denote some contention, okay? Maybe you're in a moment of grief, or feeling a little, maybe the collective is feeling a little sad. little just dwelling on some negative emotions here. Let's see here. Next out, we have the King of Pentacles coming out next. Okay, just letting the cards speak at this moment. So the King of Pentacles, as you see, denotes security. The King of Pentacles is your maturation of the grounded elements. This is an energy that is focused on betterment in the long haul. Like this is that sturdy, steady, stable security. Maybe the collective is currently feeling some loss or are focusing on something that has to do with their finances, or maybe there's something that's causing them to feel a lack of stability happening. Let's see here what we have next. So next card out in this sequence, it was the Tower. Okay, big Tower energy, major arcana here. Tower means that something is coming to an end. There's a surrendering. Towers happen when the divine is already saying to us, look, this connection, this situation is not serving your highest good, and because you won't release it, something's going to force that to happen. The divine is going to send the proper context, the proper energy to cause that connection, that energy to be surrendered, to be resolved, to be released. Okay, and usually with all the chaos that's around the Tower cards, it's something that we don't, this is kicking and screaming, letting go. Okay, next card out we have is the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely a lot of emotional, what I'm getting in this sequence. This could possibly be just some emotional grief that one is experiencing here with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, even though there's grieving over the loss of what happened, there's still two cups behind this person. So the Five of Cups is typically, the fives represent some internal conflict that we're facing, where there's something we just can't get over, loss of a loved one, loss of an opportunity. For in this case, with it being the water representing our emotions or something we felt deeply about. In this sequence, we're having the King of Pentacles come out next. So people feel deeply about their stability, right? They feel deeply about their security, their sense of security. So maybe at some point there had been something that had jeopardized this sense of security that caused a Tower moment to happen. Maybe there was some energy that needed to be released so that you're able to move into this Six of Cups energy, which focuses on returning to one's roots. And you can see that as with it being also the Six of Cups, denoting an emotional component, maybe going within, having to familiarize the adult version of you to the past version of yourself. Maybe there's a release, a surrendering of some past energy, a past version of yourself that you have to let go of in order to get to that King of Cups, that King of Pentacles energy that's kind of like keeping you blocked, that's kind of like threatening your stability because of something you may not want to let go of, something from your past that you may have a hard time with letting go of, that has forced, the divine has forced that connection to sever. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Next we have out is the World card. And the World card, another major arcana, is special You know, let's just read here what it says, because this is what we need to wrap up this message. What I've been working for is already done. The world card is saying that this is completion. When you think about it is an expanded horizon. It's kind of like that all is well. It's kind of like that calm after the storm. So with this message, here's what I'm getting. Collectivism had been or is currently in this moment where you feel grieved about a past version of you, a past relationship or connection that had come to an end. You had to surrender it. And it was because it was detrimental to your stability, right? With this King of Pentacles here, you are trying to focus on grounding, on being focused on your future, what you need to do to have a more fulfilling life, emotional well-being. It's not just about monetary, it's really about grounding your resources, about your resources, which is your emotional health as well. That counts as as a resource, right? And this connection may have been something that you have been connected to for a long time. With the Six of Cups here, it's, you know, you see that there's like an elder, or it can be seen as the older version, the newer version of you, trying to soothe or trying to parent the younger you. Or it could be an old connection, somebody you've known or something you've dealt with since you were a youth, right? So with that tower saying that you had to overcome this old mindset, this old emotional connection, something that you had a hard time letting go of, right? So it was something that you probably would never have let go of if there hadn't been a tower moment to come and say, something has happened in this situation where you could not avoid it, right? It's something you had to address, you had to surrender it, whether it was to your liking or not, but it was to your benefit at the end of the day, because it brought you to your completion. It brought you to your world card. It brought you to what you've been working on is already done. It brought you to that feeling of success, of achievement, of expansion. Maybe since this connection has been dissolved, you feel lighter. You feel emotionally unburdened, right? You were carrying around a burden. Now you feel much lighter. You feel like you feel more stable. Maybe it was threatening your stability. Your focus had been compromised because of this old emotional connection that you just had a hard time letting go of, right? So in this case, we have to be thankful to Spirit, thankful to the divine for saying, listen, you know, I'm having a hard time letting this thing go, and something happens where you just had to face it. You couldn't deny it anymore. To deny it is to deny yourself, and we're not in the business of doing that, okay? So this is a good message of reclaiming your power. Like I said, if this is something you're facing now, then you know that with that grief that you're feeling, you will overcome. It's not something that's going to keep you stuck in this negative emotions, feeling sorry for yourself or feeling sorry about what had to happen. This is your message to feel lighter, to understand that that ending created a new beginning, right? And that's not in a nefarious way. It's for your benefit, it's for your highest good, okay? And I think that we'll leave the message here. A bonus card here, a bonus at the bottom of the deck, was the Page of Cups, which is also confirmation for this message. That is comfort, that is kindness and love. That's your intuition, your inner self soothing you, saying that it's all good. You'll be fine. All right. So